Word up, everybody. Welcome to Word of the Day with Comedians. I am your host, Dead Air Dennis Maller, and joining me to go through some words and expand our vocabulary is LA comedian Adam Cagley. What's going on, Adam?
What's going on, Dennis? How are you, bud?
I'm good. It's good to start seeing our faces virtually again because we are pandemic friends, and then everything went back to real life again, so we stopped seeing each other.
Yeah, we stopped seeing each other every other day.
We stopped texting going, hey,
familiar.
are you coming to work? Are you going to log into the Zoom for work today? Or should I cover you? Or, hey, can you go cover me because I don't feel like sitting on Zoom listening to comedians at a Zoom open mic again?
Which, I mean, did any of us ever feel like sitting on Zoom watching Zoom open micers?
Nope. Not one bit.
Nope.
I enjoyed other people on Zoom, but not open mics. Which, by the way, the people,
Even
I'm
then,
not going to disparage anybody for doing, but the people who are excited to still do open mics on Zoom, like, I'm down for doing Zoom shows. If I got something I want to work on, I'll pop into an open mic. But the people are like, hey, who wants to go do an open mic right now? I'm like, no, I don't have that desire. I'm going to go in the real world and put on a mask because I can do that now.
See, I don't even like going to open mics in the real world. Like, why am I going to do them on? It's the same people, only their timing is somehow worse in person. Getting up there like, I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to be raw and edgy. And then they're just racist.
I'm not a comedian. I'm more of a storyteller. No, you're right. You're not a comedian. 100%. We agree.
Yeah, no.
It's the only thing we have in common is that we both agree you're not a comedian.
Yeah.
Our word of the day today for you, Adam, will be the word winsome. I do think this is a word that is associated with you and your personality. For general public, for people like me, I think we both know you're not very winsome, which means to be pleasing and cheerful.
I mean, you could also tell me winsome is a made-up word, and I'd believe you too.
Wasn't Winsome Ernie Hudson's character from Ghostbusters?
Oh, Winsome Zeddemore. It sounds like something out of Tolkien. Like there's a hobbit named Winsome.
Well, you're not too far off because our fun fact of the day about the word winsome, brought to us by Merriam-Webster, not a sponsor yet. Also, if you're watching this, let's tweet at Merriam-Webster and Lipton and tell them, like, hey, this guy talks about your things. Give it to him for free. Because free stuff is definitely winsome for me.
You're going to end up getting a box of dictionaries and iced tea.
Winsome comes from Old English wyn, W-Y-N-N, meaning joy or pleasure, which was altered in spelling to win, W-I-N, with the same meaning. That win is obsolete and unrelated to today's win, referring to victory or coming from Old English winnan, W-I-N-N-A-N, to struggle, suffer, or acquire. Which, by the way, so I love our word of the day spawned a different variation of the same word, which then had the opposite meaning of a whole thing. Like, the word win means to be victory, but it comes from a word that means to struggle or suffer.
Yeah. We took a positive word that also has a double meaning of being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so the for the win really just means going to an open mic on Zoom and listening to truth tellers.
I have to go to an open mic today. I have to host an open mic today, like right after this.
Well, you can go there and use your new word of the day for everyone on stage.
It could be like, this open mic doesn't make me feel winsome.
The adjective winning means tending to please or delight, as in a winning smile or winning ways, and is believed to be from victorious win.
Okay.
So that's our fun fact is this word came from a different word that spawned a different word that now has the opposite meaning it originally did.
Oh, English.
All right. And some of this Old English, this is not even like Latin, because sometimes you'll get the Latin words that are like, hey, this came from this Latin word and it came from that Latin word, and these two Latin words make a new word, and then now it's obsolete.
And it all just gets even more confusing.
All right, so we have officially picked our word of the day. We have defined it. Now we need to construct a sentence in context using that word. So we'll go with the winsome, meaning pleasing and cheerful. So what is the name of somebody who would be pleasing and cheerful?
John Goodman.
Yeah, okay. John Goodman, it is. Sometimes we use proper nouns, sometimes we make up people. And I'll tell you this story because the comedy club that you work at, I still need to come out to LA just so I can hang out with Robert and Ash Paulson because I did months of their show together with them.
Oh, yeah. You did like the whole pandemic of their show.
Which, by the way, for the listeners, Rob Paulson is the voice of Yakko and Pinky from Animaniacs. So by the way, it took like a solid 5 months before Rob knew my name.
Really?
Yeah, it took a solid 5 months for him to remember. The first time he actually said, "Hey, what's going on there, Dennis?" I dropped it. I was like, "Oh." Usually he would just ask me what my name was, or he got smart enough to where he goes, "Oh, the name is right down here in the corner. I'll just say it." But you can see he was just.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, even though your name would be on his screen, he didn't know your name for 5 months.
Dude, Jackie Cation has referred to me for months as, "Hey, Flappers guy," and I'm pretty sure Laurie Kilmartin has no idea who I am, even though I've done, I've interviewed her for my podcast, for a newspaper, and I did probably 36 Zoom, ran and been in 36 Zooms with her. And then she is also just like, "All right, Flappers guy." And every time they see me, they're like, "Wait, are you LA or Boston?" "Boston." "Okay, yeah, Boston guy. Okay, all right.
I've done a bunch of in-person shows with both of them, like both Tech and been on the lineup for a bunch of shows with both of them. And they still call me Flappers guy. Like, I've posted for them before, where my name gets said 1,000,000 times throughout the show, and it's just like, "Oh yeah, the Flappers guy." Like, all right, whatever. I'll
we're
take
all
it.
Flappers guys. That to them. No. I didn't mean Flappers guy with the glasses. I meant Flappers guy with the beard and the hair. Which, by the way, that's the nice way of saying it. I think we both know. They'd be like, no, not glasses, Flapper guy. Fat Flappers guy.
The heavier gentleman. Him. I'd be like, that.
Speaking of this, let's go back to our sentence with John Goodman.
Yes.
So John Goodman will be the subject of our conversation, of our sentence. So John Goodman is our subject. What could John Goodman be doing that would refer to him as being pleasing and cheerful? What about let's give them, also not a sponsor, let's give HBO's Righteous Gemstones a plug in our sentence.
So much free advertising.
I know. It's only free for now.
For now. Wink.
Which, by the way, I can't wait to put in bling sound effects when I do that.
I hope you do. I wrote a one-man show about John Goodman once.
Oh, please tell me all about this show.
I wrote a one-act, one-man play about John Goodman where I was going to play John Goodman.
Oh, yes.
And I shopped it around to theaters in LA, and I couldn't get anyone to finance it or put it up for the life of me. I think it was because of all the full frontal nudity, but I wrote this one-man show about John Goodman where John Goodman was naked the entire time. But John Goodman also had like a 3.5 foot long dick that dragged the ground every time he crossed the stage. Nobody wanted to do it.
All right, everybody, we have officially picked our word of the day. We have defined it, and we have created a sentence using it in context. And to give you all that is my guest, Adam Cagley.
I think this word plays best with like an Ian McKellen accent. Just going back to me thinking it had something to do with Middle Earth. I read it and I hear Magneto. So, winsome means pleasing or cheerful. Despite being an upset, short-tempered preacher on the righteous gemstones, John Goodman proved his surname to be correct when he was incredibly winsome on the set of Red State.
Excellent. Thank you so much to my guest, Adam Cagley, the Grey Wizard.
If you only knew how much time I spent dyeing my beard.
Okay, everybody, we have officially expanded our vocabulary by one more word today, and I want to thank for helping me do this my guest Adam Cagley. And Adam, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Easiest way to find me would be on Instagram at that Adam Cagley. I post all of my dates on there. I'm at Flappers all weekend, every weekend, forever.
You can find them both on stage or just pop into the tech booth and be like, hey, Adam.
I mean, a lot of nights I do both. Like, they let me do sets when I run tech now. Yeah. So I'll set up a show, and then I'll run up and do a $5, and then I'll disappear.
I've done the same thing, but I've just made sure at the places I've worked, I just made sure I can control the console from my iPad. So you just see me bring an iPad on stage. I'm like, all right, everybody. And you'll see me fade up and down music as I'm talking.
That's what I should do. I just leave it. I just set it and then leave it and walk away.
Anyway, thank you so much, Adam, for joining me. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.
Buddy.
And remember to word up.